In a quiet village nestled between green hills, there lived a boy named Arin. He was 16, full of curiosity and big dreams. Arin wanted to become a storyteller one day. He imagined himself teaching children the magic of words and stories. But Arin had one problem. His mind never stayed in one place. Every morning he tried to read his books, but after just a few lines, his attention would drift. A bird chirping outside, the sound of children playing, or even the smell of fresh bread from the bakery would pull him away. Hours passed, yet he could not finish a single page. Arin's father, Mohan, was a farmer. His hands were rough from years in the fields, but his heart overflowed with love for Arin. Each day he watched his son struggle, a heavy worry sitting in his chest. A restless mind never reaches its dreams, he often said softly. Arin's mother, Mira, was gentle and kind. She tended the home and the little garden outside, her energy fading by night, but her love for Arin never did. "My son has a bright soul," she whispered to herself. "He will shine. I know he will." One afternoon, Mira sent Arin to the market to buy vegetables. On the way, Arin got distracted by a street performer juggling bright balls, a kite seller, and a puppet show. By the time he remembered the vegetables, hours had passed. His father was waiting at home, arms crossed and anger in his eyes. "Where have you been?" Mohan asked, trying not to yell. Arin could only look down, ashamed. He felt like a failure. That night, Mira spoke softly to Mohan. "Our son is not bad. His mind is just like a wild horse, free, untamed, but maybe there's someone who can teach him control." The next morning, they walked together to a serene river where an old sage lived under a great banyan tree. The sage's eyes were kind and his presence calm. They bowed and Mohan explained Arin's problem. The sage smiled gently. "Come here, Arin. Tell me, what do you feel inside?" "I want to learn," Arin said quietly, "but my mind runs everywhere. I can't focus on anything. I start but never finish. I feel like I'm failing." The sage nodded and reached into a small bag. He lit a candle and placed it before Arin. "Watch the flame," he instructed. "Nothing else matters for now. Let this be your teacher." At first, Arin's mind wandered immediately. Thoughts of home, friends, and food pulled him away. The sage simply nodded. "Your mind is untrained, like a wild horse, but with daily practice, you can tame it. This flame will guide you." Arin took the candle home. Every morning and every night, he sat quietly, watching the flame. Some days were harder than others. Sometimes he wanted to quit, but he remembered his parents' hope and the sage's words. Slowly, his focus strengthened. Weeks passed. Arin began to finish his homework, listen carefully in class, and even complete tasks at home without distraction. When his friends called him to play, he paused, finishing what he started before joining them. That small discipline gave him power he had never known. Finally, the day came to visit the sage again. Arin spoke with confidence. "I feel my mind changing. I can focus, I can finish my work, and I feel stronger inside." "Thank you." The sage smiled. "No, Arin, you did this. The candle was only a tool. Discipline comes from practice and patience. You controlled your mind, and now it will help you achieve your dreams." Years later, Arin became a storyteller, teaching children the magic of words. He always remembered the candle, and whenever a child struggled with focus, he shared the same lesson. Discipline your mind, and your life will follow. Arin's story reminds us all, a wandering mind can be trained. Small daily practice builds focus, and focus builds dreams. If this story helped you, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs encouragement today.